call our finance meeting to order.
First thing you have in your packet is the sales tax. For the month of August of this year, we received $156,108.27. Last year, we received $147,194.78. For the year, we're ahead $47,686.08. That's city. For county, we received $81,178.10. Last year, we received $65,290.10. We're ahead $46,682.22 for the year. The next thing I have on the agenda is the Walco Road Box Culvert Project. You have in your packet 2 bids that were received. Culture was the low bid at $125,917. Okay, the next thing on the agenda is the generator for the water department.
My name is Adam Schurz from McClellan Engineers. We took bids last Wednesday on the 27th. We bid one contract as a portable trailer mounted generator, and we bid one contract as a stationary unit with a galvanized steel frame. We had one qualified bidder on the portable generator. It came in at $166, which is about $22,000 more than the low bid on the stationary generator. We had 3 qualified bids on the stationary generator. And those bids, you know, were pretty close, pretty tight, good bids. And McClellan Engineers makes a recommendation that you award the contract if you plan on awarding the contract to Nice Electrical for the permanent generator.
Any questions? Next, I have 7 bids for the airport drainage improvements. Adam? Not going to stand up.
Which is this, Taylor?
We was the airport drainage.
The drainage. We received bids on the airport. This is a FAA grant, which is 90% funded by the FAA and 10% funded by the state. The city of Malvern has to match the 10% throughout the time of the contract and then be reimbursed the 10% from state aeronautics. You can see the low bidder was Township Builders at $327. And like I said, again, 90% of that will be funded through the FAA and the 10% through the state. We'll have to pass a resolution to give authority to accept the bid and to sign a grant agreement from the State Aeronautics and FAA, and also there should be a notice of award to Township Builders in your packet. No? All right, if y'all pass the resolution, we'll send the notice of award to Kayleen this week.
The resolution is also in your packet. That is all that I have for finance. Anything from the council?
I've got this Wells Fargo has been in contact with me. They have a property, they have a program of donating certain properties to cities and or nonprofit organizations in an attempt to, I guess, rehabilitate or stabilize neighborhoods. And there's a property over on 1030 McHenry Street. I've driven by it and looks like a decent enough house. But we need to tell them pretty quickly if we want it or not. And they would basically, they own it free and clear, they deed it over to us, and we can keep it and use it for our own purposes or donate it to another organization, or we can auction it or outright sell it to a developer. The only stipulation they put on it is that we assume it with the intention of putting a family in the household or selling it to a developer to, you know, rehabilitate and turn into rental property. They want someone eventually living back in the house. I don't know what status, you know, the inside or interior of the house is. I figure we could get Steve or someone to go out and check it out between now and the next Monday council meeting and maybe make a recommendation to us, but it could potentially be some extra funding for the city, you know, if we auction it or sell it.
That's the second one of these that you had, right?
No, it's the same one. We just, I wasn't here the last
I
time.
drove by and looked at that, you know, that's the one that's right there by the big creek. Is that right?
1033 McHenry. It's right there on the corner of McHenry and I think is that Fifth Street or something right there? I'm not sure.
Would be Fifth Street.
East Highland. Could be East Highland. I think it's on the corner of McHenry and East Highland.
No, they run
No,
through.
they run
They run parallel.
Could be Texas,
the one I
could be
looked at.
Mississippi, Harper, you know, those
Yeah.
streets.
I'm trying to remember. 'Cause I
Roosevelt.
was looking at it. When was that?
I don't know if that's something we want to get involved in personally. I mean, we kind of, when I got that first, you know, it looks like a different house to me. I'm pretty sure the house address I got was right off of Sullenberger.
And it may have been. I don't know.
But it was the same deal as Wells Fargo when they wanted
Right,
that.
right. He's got
Wanted to donate us a house as
160.
long as we put a family in there.
He said he's got 166 residential units in this area, in like the Tri-County area, that they're trying to give away, basically.
It just sounds like something that private people should get involved in, not necessarily the city.
Sure.
He's not gonna give it to a private person.
He'll give it to a nonprofit organization or a city, you know, like I said.
I mean, is that something, you know, what do y'all think? I mean, we want to get involved in trying to,
I mean, I figure if we do get involved, what we do is just auction it, or, you know, just have an auction it off to a realtor or, yeah, whoever.
sometimes you can't auction them though.
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
I don't know, give it away.
Use
The
it
worst
for
case scenario,
storage.
or use it for whatever. I mean, you know, there are, I guess there's some risks when we take possession of it, from the time you take possession of it until you sell it or get rid of it. And I guess if someone purchased it from you, there are certain warranties, you know, you'd have to make sure you make them buy it as is and whatnot, you know. And I don't know what condition the house is in either on the
I
inside.
would say until we get a plan together, I'd tell them no on this one. I mean, you know, and then maybe if we have some kind of plan together, we actually have, you know, if I say we can't auction it, then what are we doing with it and all that kind of stuff.
They can
Then
use
maybe
it
move
for
forward.
training with the fire department or police department, whichever.
They just want it to be occupied, and it didn't, not necessarily by a family, but just want it to be used, you know, not just torn down, getting empty a lot there. They just want it to be rehabbed and used. I mean, obviously, I think they anticipate it needs some work done on it.
Sure.
It's up to y'all, like I said. It's whether you want to set it for vote or not. I mean,
I don't like the idea of it, whatever y'all think.
Wishes of the council.
I think we put it for a vote.
Do I have a motion?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to, again, to have some more for.
yeah, if y'all want some more
Okay.
information
Yeah.
or whatnot, I mean, he's got a little packet or something he can send me, I'm sure.
What's our time limit?
Pretty quick. I mean, he'll hold it if we need to, I mean, if y'all need another month or something like that, but, you know.
Would you like to table it for a month?
Do you think one of the department heads want to use it or something? for
They
something?
may. That's what I was saying, you might get Steve or someone to go and take a look at it and see if it's suitable for that. I mean, it may be falling in, it may not have a floor in it, there may be horrible electrical problems, who knows? I mean, I haven't been inside the place.
Doesn't the city assume property taxes?
No.
From what I understand, Wells Fargo is free and clear, all the property taxes and everything are caught up. Wells Fargo owns it outright, no liens on it or anything, and they're willing to give it to us and for us to sell, keep, do what we want to with it, basically.
Well, why can't we check with the department heads and see if they can use it any kind of way before we make a decision?
whatever y'all want to do.
Sounds like a headache.
So do we have a motion?
Not for me.
I think the tables would get a little bit more, find out the viability of it.
Okay. Table it till next month.
And then another issue I have, I think you guys might have talked about this a little bit, but there are 5 or 6 residents in Rockport that are wanting to be annexed. 2 of them are contiguous to Malvern. In fact, have property extends over in Malvern. I think like they have 2 or 3 acres on Malvern side, 2 or 3 acres on Rockport side. And then their neighbors, where all of the properties, if we annex these 2, would, you know, be contiguous to Malvern. I think someone said that we're fine with it as long as, I don't know, they have to, I guess, petition to be released or whatever from Rockport, fine with annexing them, but I didn't know if we needed to address it formally or not. Gentlemen, last time, have we ever annexed a piece of property from Rockport specifically?
They annexed a lot of properties from Rockport.
Well, I remember the last talked about this, it was all, let's go for it, as long as everything's legal.
I've been here the last couple of meetings, so.
That was what I heard from everybody, as long as we're legal and,
I think we want to limit our involvement with their, if I remember right, with their petition.
Right, and that's kind of what I need to know, you don't want
It's
to
up
handle
to
the
them.
petition, or they get an attorney and do the petition
Yeah,
to be
they-
released, and then we annex.
Yes.
Okay. I just need to know what to tell them.
The direction.
And I was looking, Conway has a little packet they give to people who are wanting to be annexed with a checklist of everything that they need and all that. I didn't know if you guys mind me making them up one.
No, no.
Go right ahead.
I think that's an excellent idea.
The one they have is pretty informative, so.
Is there anything else for finance?
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
That June meeting is now called to order. Under old business, we have the 3rd reading of the remote access for the IT department. Under new business, separate bids for the Walco Road culvert project. Wishes of the council.
I wish to move forward.
what are we talking about?
We're talking about new business, accept the bids for the Walco Road culvert project.
Is this,
Do you make a motion or something, or you just,
I'd like to put it on the agenda.
okay.
and is this the, one that included the park and all that, is that what we're talking about? Is this the,
No, it's
Okay.
the culvert on Waco Road.
oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Sorry.
Next item is accept bid for the generator for the water department.
I'll make a motion that be placed on the agenda.
Next item, accept bid for airport drainage improvement.
I make a motion to put on the agenda.
And then the resolution, assistance for the apron and drainage improvements at the Malvern Municipal Airport.
Second.
That's all we're
Citizens wishing to appear.
Department heads. Citizens wishing to appear. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Parsons.
Mr. Parsons.
You knew I was gonna be here, so. Okay. I'm sure I don't have to state my name, it's Roy Parsons over here on Hall Street. It's only been 6 short months since I've been coming up here. And I'm really amazed at what y'all and your city employees have been able to accomplish. I came up here the first time because of speeding. It's still not under control the way that it should be, but it's coming along nicely. And a couple ideas was given to me that might help us a little bit more. The police department can't stop it. It's impossible to stop it. So anyhow, this is all that I've got right here to complain about today. Okay, that's it. So I just wanted to come back up here and tell y'all thanks a lot for your work. I want to thank the employees, and I know that you're used to having me here, so I will be here probably next month. But our neighborhood is coming along very nice, very nice. So, and your enforcement guy, your guys that work with the street and things, and Mr. Bailey have really, really helped us. So I'll let y'all go back to whatever y'all want to do, conducting business, you know, earn some of the money that you're getting paid. All right? So
Thank you
thank
for
you
your
again
input.
for all the help that you've given. All
Thank
right?
you.
Thank you.